Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Nayanda and we are here doing just a general reading. I'm not even going to tell you it's for January because I was supposed to do a yearly reading. Y'all, I just be going with what the voices say. I'm kidding. Like voices, that's weird. Anyway, we're going to be doing a general reading. Excuse me, I just got jittery. I keep hearing for the month of January, so maybe it is going to be for the month of January. But anyways, we're going to be doing a brief tarot reading after I just did an astrological forecast for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. Do make sure that you check out your big three for a more well-rounded picture. I'm getting that your moon sign might be of ultimate importance in this specific situation, but still check all three, okay? I'm hearing Dynamite! So maybe you guys like watching Good Times. I'm also hearing Meet Virginia. Let's find out what the words are to that song. Meet Virginia. She's beautiful. You might think that somebody is beautiful in the month of January, Leo. Meet Virginia. That's funny. So the lyrics to Meet Virginia is, she doesn't own a dress, her hair's always a mess. If you catch her stealing, she won't confess. She's beautiful, smokes a pack a day. Wait, that's me, but anyway. She doesn't care a thing about that, hey, she thinks I'm beautiful. Well, meet Virginia. She never compromises, loves babies and surprises, wear high heels when she exercises, ain't that beautiful? Well, she wants to be the queen, then she thinks about her scene, pulls her hair back as she screams, I don't really want to be the queen. Okay. That was a very intense message, okay, Leo. So some of you guys might, you might be either falling in love with somebody or somebody's falling in love. I'm hearing the ugly parts. You might have fallen in love with somebody or somebody's fallen in love with you or you and somebody are in love with each other and you love each other despite your ugly traits. It's like this person could be somebody that like is the total opposite of what you normally are used to going for. Not necessarily that person is like unattractive, but it's like maybe you're used to people that like talk a certain way or like certain things or dresses a certain way. And it's like whoever this person is just does not do that. They just don't do that. And it's like, but it's funny because maybe that's something that you might have thought that you would have disliked in the past when you were younger. In your reading, Leo, check out your astrological forecast because Mercury is currently retrograde in your 5th house, and the 5th house is of pleasure and creativity. It's also the house of dating. A lot of people get fucked up getting with people that embody their 5th house energy when they need to be finding people that embody a mixture of both ideally, but the 7th house energy. So if you're a Leo rising, your 5th house is Sagittarian energy, okay? And Sagittarius is very free-willing, very, very fun. When it's high vibing, it's very educated. It's very, spiritual even. When it's low vibing, it's very low committal, immature, lacks boundaries and stuff like that, right? But your 7th house of marriage, if you're a Leo rising, is ruled by Aquarius. And Aquarius also has its low vibing, but we're just going to stick to high vibing. Aquarius is a rebel. Aquarius is a humanitarian. Aquarius does not follow tradition. Aquarius is an outcast, okay? Which if you're a Leo rising, that's the polar opposite energy of you probably, because a Leo is like, I'm the sun, everything revolves around me. And Aquarius is like, okay, you can keep that shit, I'm over here. Okay, and that also in the Meet Virginia, right? Her hair's a mess, whatever the fuck. Like, it's like whoever this person is just the polar opposite, excuse me, of how you carry yourself, but you like it. It's like whatever it is about this person, they could just be a rebel by nature. They just don't give a fuck about a lot of conventional things that most people give a fuck about. And that could be inspirational to you, especially considering everything you guys have going on astrologically. Currently, you're being encouraged to rebel. You're being encouraged to stick up for yourself, to speak up for yourself, to do whatever the fuck it is you want. For some of you guys, you're being encouraged to even go independent with your career or to take a new route in your career, like almost like a yank away from it kind of way. And with the South Node in Libra in your 3rd house of thought and communication, And also siblings in your immediate community. You might be dealing with a lot of people trying to tell you, no, you don't want to do that, and encouraging you to stay like a people pleaser. But then the North Node is in your 9th house of higher learning, and the North Node is your true node. That's the calling, and it's calling you to be a leader and to say, fuck that shit. Excuse me. So meet Virginia. Maybe this person has ties to Virginia. Maybe you have ties to Virginia. But essentially what I'm kind of getting here is that whoever this person is might be, I'm hearing there's something about a battle, but might actually embody what it is that you're trying to do. So this person could actually motivate you. Like maybe you've been feeling like an urge to do something different creatively, or an urge to break out of something, or an urge to express yourself. Like I said, with Mercury going retrograde in the 5th house of creativity, maybe there's something creative, like a creative project that nobody can see but that one person. Does that make sense? And it's like whoever this person is, it's like they're just total opposite, but they don't care. There's a rebellion to them. And also, especially with that, you know, she smokes a pack a day. Wait, that's me. But anyway, she thinks that's beautiful. It's like whoever this person is, maybe the parts of you that you're withholding from your immediate community are the parts that this person praises or honors about you. So it's like maybe the parts that you're hiding from other people, you don't have to hide that with this person. And it's encouraging you to break free. But then the funny part is in that chorus, it's saying that, you know, she wants to be the queen, but then she thinks about everything and then she's like, I don't think I want to be the queen. There's something about whoever this person is, or maybe it could even embody your energy, Leo, maybe deciding that you don't want some sort of power anymore, some sort of standing anymore. I don't really want to be the queen. Like, there's also because when we think about like royalty, it's like, what is royalty? They're celebrities. They're celebrities, especially nowadays. As long as they're doing anything, you know, they're celebrities. And it's like what the attention, the responsibility, all of that comes with that royalty. Everybody always talks about, they always refer to themselves as like, oh, it's always so crazy to me when like an artist, like, oh, I'm the queen, because, okay, but like queens get dethroned all the time, especially if you look at like China. Anyway, any kingdom, but anyway, I don't really want to be the queen. It's almost kind of like, this could be you as well, or you and this person deciding that together you don't really care about some sort of public acclaim, or that you don't care about being praised in a way where you're like worshipped by people. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost kind of like maybe what everybody else strongly wants and desires, Leo. I keep getting something about you and this person. Either this person leads the way in it, or this person sees this desire in you, or you see it in them. It's like, especially as a Leo rising, like Leos want to be seen, which is a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But Leos want to be seen. They want to be in the spotlight. And it's like maybe you do draw a lot of attention or something like that. And maybe there's something negative about that. I haven't even gotten to the card yet. There's something negative about that you're beginning to see the results of, but you're only seeing it through that other person. So it's like, let's say that you gain some sort of success, some sort of standing, and now you're there and you're experiencing the results of it. And this person, like maybe you're like, I don't know why I feel so disillusioned. And this person comes to you and this person's like, you're feeling disillusioned because A, B, and C. Like if you don't really fuck with like this or that or them or something like that, that's why you feel disillusioned. And then maybe it's like making you be like, what do I care more about? Like I said, Uranus in the 10th house, this could even pertain to your career, your reputation. It's just kind of like, so what are my actual values then? And like I said, with the South Node in the 3rd house, you could have, and Pluto also about to enter your 7th house of both marriage and relationships. It's like, you could be dealing with power struggles with like friends and family and shit like that because you view yourself differently. I think I was telling this in the forecast for January for Leo risings, that the same trends that you have going on happened to me 5 years ago. And that was when I stopped being a Jehovah's Witness. Excuse me. And it's like, when all of that happened, I ended up losing damn near everybody, all in one sitting. And it was because my belief system had changed, but nobody else's had changed with me. And they were viewing me as a rebel. They were viewing me as problematic. And it's because I was breaking free. I think I said this, to that reading too, but I'll say it to you here as well. That I guess I'll just bring this up. The third house, where the South Node is transiting in your chart, is like, I say religion versus spirituality a lot. Maybe I'm going to bring this up here too, because I just keep getting this vibe. I might make a video about, because there's something about people's beliefs about like witchcraft and alchemy and stuff like that that's so fear-based. It's ridiculous. It's so annoying. It's like the fear that you give something gives it the power. But anyway, I was saying that, like, you know, people like some, you know, witches and stuff like that, like myself, be like, oh, religion is shit, or some people that are just like, no, religion is shit, blah blah blah, and I don't agree with that. But then other people that are religious, like, oh, spirituality is not real, astrology is not real, and witches are evil, and they're doing black magic and putting spells on people, and they don't even know what spells are. It's just funny to me. But the analogy that I made was that religion is a pool and spirituality is the ocean. Both have water, so they both come, one comes from the other. There's nothing wrong with that. But some people can't handle the ocean. But does that make the ocean evil? No, we need the ocean. The world is majority ocean, just like our existence is predominantly spiritual. It just is, okay? Whether you like it or not, it just is. The physical realm is very small, just like land on Earth is very small. It's very minimal. But for the people that are in the pool and that are destined to stay in the pool, they're destined to be there because they can't handle the ocean, okay? There's a lot of threats in the ocean. There's a lot of danger in the ocean. And you have to navigate it with knowledge. You have to navigate it with wisdom, with discretion, with discernment. You have to know what you're getting into. And that's why you'll see a lot of people step from the pool, the religion spectrum, to the spiritual spectrum, and then go right back, oh my God, it was evil. Yes, it's not evil, but spirituality is a conglomerate of the subconscious energies that we're navigating every single day. A lot of people don't realize they're practicing witchcraft just by talking too much shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Some of y'all, hey, some motherfuckers getting karma because they were flapping their gabs a little bit too much, and they don't understand how spirituality works. You're casting spells on other people and cursing other people. Different story for a different day. But Leo, you could be finding that, you know, and this is something that I always say when it comes to like celebrities and royalty, is that there's a freedom that comes with a certain financial status. But you also sacrifice something when you lose all sense of anonymity. I think President Obama said that. He said, well, what was the one thing that you missed before being a president? He said anonymity, like being able to go outside and go on a walk and not have to be surrounded by security because I'm the president. He even said one time, like, sometimes I forget. I think Ariana Grande said that too. Sometimes I forget that I'm Ariana Grande, and then I go and I try to go on a walk, and then people are taking pictures of me. And it's like, anyway, going back to the reading, it's like maybe some of you guys are beginning to become disillusioned with something that you thought you wanted, maybe whether that be power, whether that be public acclaim or something like that. And you're beginning to realize, especially if you're like an artist, like a big one, maybe you want to be more true to yourself and true to your expression and like want to explore new things. Excuse me. But with your 10th house being in Uranus, you might have made a lot of money doing the other thing. And now your money is being restricted by Saturn in the 8th house. And it's going to be restricted. You might experience restrictions or difficulties in the shared financial sphere for another year or so. I'm just letting you know that because of the planets, okay? Some of you guys might have been worried that this was karma. It could be, because Saturn is the Lord of karma. It could be, I'm not gonna lie to you. But even if that is the case, just remember that everything in the universe is about teaching a greater lesson. So if you're going through something karmic right now, it's for you to learn a greater lesson. It's not for you to be punished forever. That's the reason why I always tell people when it comes to karma, stop being so black and white. When it comes to spirituality, spirituality is inherently gray. Stop being so black and white, okay? Even people that have done you the dirtiest of dirty can change their life around. They will not be cursed for life if they change their life around. And you should not want anybody to be cursed at all. At all. It's not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. Don't do it. Don't wish ill will on nobody, baby. Wish them what they deserve. Sure. Ill will, no. Just take it from me, okay? I'm not even allowed to hex people. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be a fair battle. But anyways, yeah. So going back to that, you might be realizing that like something doesn't resonate with you anymore, or some people might not resonate. I hit resume. Yeah, you might be wanting a new job. A community, a belief system, a thought process does not resonate with you anymore. And it's because you are being encouraged to be a leader. That's exactly where you're being led. And whoever this person is, Virginia, whoever the Virginia person is, might actually embody that to you. For some of you guys, we'll get into the tarot, but for some of you guys, you might work with this person and maybe you both had like a similar goal, or you have a similar goal. And it's like maybe you both wanted to achieve like this massive feat with it, like, oh, we're gonna take over the world with this. And then like you're looking around and you're like, do I need that to feel happy though? That's really what it's coming. And of course that can manifest itself in a multitude of ways. You need a personal reading to figure that out, but we're gonna go ahead and get into the tarot. But yeah, something about you and this person just being like really comfortable with each other in a way that you're not comfortable with anybody else, and that's causing you to want to do things differently, which is a good thing. Can I have a message for Leo for the month of January? Oh yeah. Yeah, but we have Oracle here. Some of you guys might be studying something in terms of like esotericism. I could be the oracle that you're coming to get advice from. Some of you guys could be wanting to get some sort of direction. You're going through some sort of initiation right now, Leo, and you're being blindfolded in the process and being told to trust your guides. That also is what the oracle, I'm hearing redefines, but what the oracle symbolizes for you. It's like with this air, you're getting a message from your higher selves, but also your ancestors and your guides. And you see how she's pointing in a certain direction. You are being led in a very specific direction, and it's calling for you to be courageous and just trust what's coming. Yeah, I just keep hearing, I don't really want to be the queen. Some of you guys might not want some level of acclaim. Not acclaim. Maybe you just don't want people on your ass anymore. Oh, wow. We have truth and shame. This is reminding me of the song from Mulan, Reflection. Some of you guys might be looking at yourself in the mirror and not liking what you see. Not saying you're not sexy, because you know you're sexy, baby, but maybe certain behaviors or certain beliefs or something that you've identified with, you just, not only do you not identify with it anymore, maybe you didn't identify with it to begin with. And like I said, third house in Libra, you might have been doing something or speaking a certain way or acting a certain way just to fit in. I'm also kind of getting some of you guys, this might be a twin flame connection. This person might actually mirror you, or you might have you might be polar opposite of this person, but you're the exact same in the same way. And it's like, although if you look, they're in different directions, they're looking at the exact same image. And it's like, maybe what you're seeing is causing you to feel ashamed of yourself. It's like, maybe you've given up on some core aspect of yourself in exchange for something else. Like it could be your career. Like I said, it could be money. It could be relationships. Maybe even your health. It's like there's something that you have adopted. Like it could even be like addictions. It's like something that you did or you started doing that maybe if you weren't in the same circumstances you wouldn't have done otherwise, but you stepped into it I almost started crying just then. Oh my God. You did it to fit in or to keep the peace or something like that. And now it's like you're beginning to see what your truth is, and it does not align with what you're seeing around you. Oh wow, I got really choked up just then, Leo. And there's like this shame. There's a shame. You're ashamed. Yes, but what's so crazy is like you see that she has this chieftain's headpiece on. It's like you're a leader. Maybe you're beginning to realize the ways that you've sacrificed that true nature in yourself for the sake of fitting in. Maybe you tried to fit in with some motherfuckers that were below you. You know what I'm saying? Beneath you, not even as smart as you. I'm sorry to talk shit like that. It's just that's what I'm seeing. But there's a shame here. Let's get into the tarot because I'm already at 19 minutes. What do we have for Leo for the month of January? I'm hearing use your discretion. Don't take everything to heart that I'm about to say. Of course, like I said, if you need a personal reading, book one. We have Cancer energy coming through. And true Hierophant, you're breaking some sort of chain, Leo. You could be spending a lot of time alone right now. Just meditating, contemplating, but you're like fast, quickly moving away from something in January. Okay. But you feel established though. It's like you're independent. Independent. I kept hearing something about independence. We have Pisces energy coming through here. So you're waiting to release something. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, Mercury is retrograde in your 5th house of dating for until January 1st. If you have any exes coming back around, they're full of shit. I'll tell you that right now. I'm sorry. They're full of shit. That's just what I saw here immediately, okay? Even frenemies, enemies, people that you do whatever, come back around, don't. No. Just believe me, okay? There's bad luck there. Even if they're trying to give you a gift, don't take any gifts. Don't take any opportunities. Don't take shit. I just don't know why I keep getting that. From the past, just don't. You're building yourself back up, Leo. My heart hurts. Sold you a dream. Somebody might have gotten you involved in something that ended up in you losing a lot of money, and they said that it would make you more money. Uranus in the 10th house. They said that whatever this was would make you more money, but it didn't. It might have done the polar opposite, Leo. I'm hearing like continuous losses. It's like maybe you might have done something against your better judgment. There's a lot of pain here. Yeah, if you're trying to decide if you should take somebody's offer from the past, they do have ulterior motives here. I do see that. So I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm hearing somebody's fishing for compliments. And for one of you guys, somebody could be, you know, selling the cat for money. It's going to let you know that right now. Yeah. You're walking away from something. I'm hearing a defeatist mentality. You're walking away from a defeatist mentality. Clarity on the first, or clarity on the spread. There's the 3 of Swords, so there's that heartbreak. Whatever it is you're going through in the month of January, it's very overwhelming because at the same time as you trying to pull forward, the past is simultaneously trying to pull you back. This could be an X. This could be a Gemini here with the Lovers reverse. We also have Scorpio and Aquarius. Oh. Somebody's trying to pull the worst out of you, Leo. Oh, okay. This is for some of you guys. Somebody views you that older self. Okay. For some of you guys, remember how I said like you might have put on a persona that was not true. Like you might have done things, been with people or around people that shouldn't be beside. You might have dealt with some people that you would not have given the time of day before a certain point in your life. It's like if somebody would have done something to you back in the day, you would not have put up with that shit. It's like you would have nipped that in the bud or something like that. It's almost kind of like, and whoever these people are, and this hurts me, Leo. This is the shame. Okay. Whoever these people are, they view you as that. And I know what you're talking about. Because when I was a witness, I wrote that in my journal. Like a bunch of people like, oh, Nyanda, you're not acting like yourself. You're not acting like yourself. And I remember very clearly writing in my journal, that's because you never knew me. You knew Sister Abel. That's how we called each other as witnesses, brother and sister this. I'm like, you never knew me. You knew Sister Abel. And that's the reason why no matter what it was, the assumption that you would make about me, oh, I know you. You would do A, B, and C. I'm like, why the fuck would you think I would do? Because that's what I was showing you. Because to survive, I think I've said this to at least one of my favorite people. You had to survive in this environment. To be a Jehovah's Witness, I had to act like a Jehovah's Witness. Irrespective of my true nature, I had to act like a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't... That wasn't who I was. In fact, I didn't become comfortable with who I truly am up until like this year, because I had to unlearn everything that I forced myself to become to survive in that space. This could even be like coworkers and shit, but it's hurtful here because it's like you embodied something that you are not. And these people are talking to you and treating you as that person. And for some of you guys, oh my God, this hurts me to even say it. You're looking around and you're realizing that nobody fucking knows me for real. And not only do they not know me, they don't care to. Like, you could be even showing these people like, okay, yeah, I used to do A. Oh my God, my heart hurts. You could be like, okay, yeah, I used to do A, B, and C. Yeah, we all used to do this, but like, don't you feel like we should be beyond that? Like, shouldn't we be doing something else? Doesn't this sound like a better idea? And they're like looking at you like you I want to cry. They're looking at you like a crazy person. And it's like, this could even come down to having morals. It's just like let's put it in perspective of like getting married, right? Being faithful to your partner, okay? It's like you could be around some people and it's like you could be in a happy relationship, and maybe for a really long time you weren't, so you were acting, I would say, a playboy or playgirl, but like, are you really a player if you're single? I'm not saying that to justify shit. I'm just saying, if you're not committed, does that make you a player, or are you just a serial dater? Anyway, I'm just take that with a grain of salt, because don't play with me. But anyway, no. And it's like, now you might be in a happy, committed relationship, and it's just like, you're like, yeah, you know, I don't think it's right to flirt with other people when I'm committed. Like, that would really hurt, like, my girl or my man. Like, that would really hurt them. Why would you do that? And they're like, well, don't you think that they're doing it too? Like, you really think that such and such is loyal to you? And blah, 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 blah. No, nobody's loyal. Nobody's ever loyal. And like, shit like that. And you're sitting here and you're looking at them and you're like, no, like my person is like loyal to me. Like, I know, I trust this person. Well, how do you know you can trust them? Because they're trustworthy. And then, like, does that make sense? It's like something like that, where it's like you're talking about something that's just very clearly just right and wrong. And it's just like, no, I don't think that you should do that. Like, that's not right. Like, why would you, wouldn't that hurt the other person, or wouldn't that hurt, or something? It's something along those lines. And whoever you're around, I can give you an example of when I was a witness. So when I was a witness, you know, they have the whole disfellowshipping thing. And there was somebody who, well, actually, we'll not bring anybody else into it. I'll bring my own situation into it. I was struggling, trigger warning, with a will to live, because I was just so conflicted, because you told me that in this religion, it's the only way that I can gain everlasting life, and that if I were to leave this religion, that everything would fall apart for me. Very abusive. Everything would fall apart for me, and I would get eaten alive. And then if I decide not to come back, then I have no chance of ever being resurrected and seeing my family again. And it was like a bunch of really abusive, toxic mentalities put in my head. And I was talking to them, and I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, I'll give you this one. Everybody always has had this idea that I'm like this promiscuous soul. I don't know why. It's kind of like with Scorpio rising. It's just the sex is in the energy, but I've never been that way. And I went out to go, I was suffering with a really bad depressive episode, and I managed to, my friends invited me to go to New York, so I went to New York. I lived in Delaware at the time, and I finally had a good enough time for me to feel comfortable going back into the Kingdom Hall. And immediately when I came back into the Kingdom Hall, that's what we called our churches, I got dragged to the back room with the elders, which are the leaders, okay? And they start bombarding me with questions about the pictures I posted, because I posted a picture with like 20 people. We were having a good time, and some of them were men, okay? And then they said to me, like, oh, who's in Baltimore? Because I said, oh, I gotta go to Baltimore, because like I met a bunch of people from Baltimore. And I was like, the people in the picture? And they're like, yeah, but like, are there boys in Baltimore? And I'm like, yeah, men live in Baltimore. Well, no, because you posted the picture, and the picture had boys in it. And I'm like, yeah, there are men in there. Well, what business do you have going to Baltimore if they're a guy? You know, they're leading to a certain conclusion. And I'm like, okay, but I didn't say I was in love with any of these guys. Like, there's in the picture, and I'm in the picture. There's a bunch of people from Baltimore. What do you mean? And I had been telling them for a while that I was struggling with the will to live. And, but anyway, I was trying to make that the focal point of the conversation of just like, okay, yeah, Jesus, this, Bible, this, but I don't want to be here anymore. I'm struggling with the will to even want to be here or even try. I did all of the things that you guys told me that would lead to fulfillment and happiness, and I'm not fulfilled and I'm not happy. And every time I talk to you about this, you give me some bullshit answer. Do this and it'll make you feel better. And none of that shit is making me feel better. It's not making me feel good. And they were just so stuck on, and they said to me like, oh, well, if you're out and about and like a brother, you know, a guy that's witness is interested in you, he's gonna want to call us and see if you're like dating, and we're gonna have to tell him that you're not ready to date. And I just looked at them and I'm like, first of all, why would he call you before establishing that I even like him? Number two, and in my head I was like, why would I have to talk to you about any of this anyway? Who do you think you are? But it was the mindset that we had been primed with. I don't think this is a good example, but anyway, the point that I'm making is that like I'm talking to them about something that's important, like psychologically I'm not well, and they keep talking about all this frivolous stupid shit, and I'm just kind of like, are you not hearing what I'm saying? I'm telling you something really important and really deep. Like, this is a problem, and all you care about is this stupid shallow shit. I'm telling you, I don't want to be here anymore. You think I give a fuck about this dude I met in New York? You know what I'm saying? I apologize if I'm triggering people, but it's something like that, where it's like this idea that they have of you. Like, I guess the example that I was giving in that is like, you have this idea of me being this person that I'm not. I'm just not this person. But also, you're also comparing me to like the upstanding witness that I'm also not that person anymore. I don't even want to do that anymore. Like, I have no interest in that anymore. I'm just struggling with moving forward because what do I do with my life otherwise? It's like that. And you're talking to these people that maybe at one point in time, you trusted them with advice, or you trusted them. You trusted them. And then you're realizing they were never on your level, or they don't see things eye to eye with you, or something like that. Like, you started acting like something or somebody that you weren't. And now that you don't feel like acting anymore, these people want you to keep acting, essentially, is what I'm seeing here, okay? There's also an X coming through here. Whoever you were with them, they view you as that. And this is somebody like maybe manipulative. I'm sorry, whoever this X is crazy, because they don't realize that y'all are mirroring each other. It's like, no, you're crazy. You're the one that's like, you're the evil one. I was surviving. But anyways, yeah, these people want you to go back to a past self, but what they don't even know is that that past self was never you. Because I was never Sister Abel. I was Sister Abel because I needed to be, so that I had people around. Because nobody's supposed to be alone in this world. I just did it to survive. You never knew anything about me before I tried to fit in with you guys. You never cared to know. You almost viewed whoever I was before as problematic, and I adopted that same mentality because how you presented yourself was so positive, and it just seemed just like from first glance that everything would be so much better. But now I'm here where you're at, and it's not better. It actually feels worse. Wow. That was heavy. 33 minutes. I guess it's going to be a long reading. I don't even want to talk about whoever this Lover's reverse Gemini energy is. I don't even want to talk about that, because that's a non-factor. It's like, that's just a specific example of a multitude of energies surrounding you, Leo. And like I said, with the planets, watch your forecast for January, your predictions for January, because I feel like it's going to make a lot of sense of this, because this is part of your lesson for the month of January. The planets are encouraging this for you. It's for your growth, mi amor. Oh my God. Clarity on the center, bro. You could be sick of fighting or having to defend yourself, Leo. You don't have to, believe it or not. There's something about gossip here. Like, you want to be able to, you want to be able to break free of something. Some of you guys might, there's that, I don't really want to be the queen. For some of you guys, somebody could want you to cheat on a partner. It's just some nasty ass energy. it's just giving me like, what? That's not funny, but it is. It's like these are dishonest, secretive, deceptive, lying, cheating, stealing ass motherfuckers. And they feel like it's okay to be that way. That's the problem. It's not just that they're doing it, there's no remorse in doing it. And they might have been doing it to you. And you're realizing that if you do it to them, you do it to me. And they probably have. For some of you guys, you might just want a clean departure, but they're not gonna, it's not, and like I said, watch your forecast because it's not going to be a clean break, Leo. Nicki reveals Drake gave her seeing green days after revealing he also gave, Some of y'all might be Drake or Nicki fans. But anyways, yeah, what advice do we have for Leo? I won't make this too long. Some of you guys might be realizing like, whoa, what the fuck did I get myself into? Especially if this was like a career that turned out to be really successful. You have Aries energy. There's that North Node in Aries. Aries. Woo! Anyway. Oh yeah. Leo, you got this. You are the Emperor. And you're like a overflowing vat of creativity. You will never be in the same space as these people because you might not realize this, but like you're the prize, high key. They needed you, you didn't need them. I can't tell you how many people that like judge me when I stopped being a witness that left themselves to like look up to me now, like, because these people are afraid to be themselves. They just are. And they want to keep you in this weird competitive mindset and energy where like you're in this constant circle of conflict because that's all that they know. But you're not that guy or that girl. You're just not. It's like a waste of time. It's childish. It's stupid. It's petty. It's pissing me off for sure. And it's like some of them are like trying to find a way to draw you back into drama and they're upset because you're walking away. So if you've noticed, people are like randomly hitting you up or trying to invite you to things, or trying to get you to get involved in things, and you feel led to go hermit. You feel led, I'm hearing, to drop the ball, just like to just leave. It's like you don't want to be involved anymore and you feel led that way. They're trying to put doubt in your mind toward that, especially if it's like a creative idea or creative endeavor that you want to go like independent with or go solo with or something like that. And they don't see the vision. They're not meant to see it because they're not invited. I keep saying that. You're not invited. You're not. Clearly, you're in the pool. You can't handle the ocean. We're going to the ocean though, so maybe one day you'll meet us there. Maybe not. It's okay. That's where freedom lies. It's like that. Yeah, it's like your hope definitely lies in like being independent or standing on your own 2 feet, being a leader, and just not getting involved in drama. Don't get involved in any drama, okay? Because like, especially if like it's, I mean, call and response. It's like people are gonna start calling you out, tagging you, trying to provoke you. It might start out gentle at first though. Like, oh, don't you want to come to such and such? Don't you want to come hang out with such and such? Don't you want to come see me? And I just miss you. And watch, give it a week. I promise you they're going to change their tone. You know what? You're a fucking bitch and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, it's especially like these are narcissists. They're going to increase. They need a reaction, but that energy can only go so far, baby. Don't give them the response. Keep walking away. Follow that higher calling. Because as soon as you even dip your toe in it, you're going to get sucked back into that cycle. And it's going to feel tempting to do it because that's what you know. But you're not happy there, are you? You know? I don't really want to be the queen. Maybe going on a hiatus is what you're being led to do. Maybe refinding yourself is what you're being led to do. There's a resistance to it, though. I can feel it. But it's because it's foreign to you. But if where you're at now, and I remember, because like I said, it took me a while to finally leave the witnesses, and it took a really drastic situation. My uncle died. And my uncle pulled me out of it. I always say that. My uncle died and he pulled me away from that religion, and it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. But it could even come in the form of just taking that dive and just being like, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be happy there, but I sure as hell ain't happy here. And I know that doing the same thing over and over and over again is not making me happy. So I'm gonna go try something new. I know y'all are scared to do that, and that's fine. You could stay in the same place. There was a situation where some people were trying to keep me out of a social circle that I just recently realized, like, we wouldn't have vibed anyway if I would have been there. So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna fuck with y'all. And then now it's like, oh, would you wanna fuck with us? No, I don't actually. I should have never fucked with you. You can't even tie your shoes on your own. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of energy where you wake up and you realize, like, wow, what the fuck is this? That's really what it's coming down to. But anyway, Leo, don't enter any competitions, don't enter any arguments. Definitely don't go back to any past lovers, especially if you know what's good for you. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding at all. But yeah, that's what it is. Stand in your power, Leo. You are a leader. You're the emperor. You're the emperor. You have the answers. They need yo ass. And watch, as soon as you leave and do what's true to you, oh, they're all gonna copy. And especially if you've done that before, like you got into this circle, being you, listen to me, being you, and they were talking shit about that, they need you way more than you need them, and they know that. And I think that maybe you should start reminding yourself of that more often, is that they need you, you don't need them. Look at the numbers. That's for some of you out there. But anyway, I'm sending you lots of love and affection. If you would like a personal reading with me, don't forget to check the information down in the bio below. I just sapped myself of all energy. So I need to go eat and take a nap, and then I might finish Aries and Sag, but I think I got the most important one out of the way. But I will see you next time. Ciao, belly. Okay, bye.